Hi everyone, how are you? I'm saying everyone, but nobody's here yet. But we'll see. Hopefully someone will come in. I am Raven Blackstar and I'm here to do a quick draw. We're going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Yeah, and we're going to see who's going to come in and see what the energies are. We've got a big full moon that happened last night. That was a full moon in Virgo. Lots of energies happening now. I'm trying to get myself over here. Let me see. Let me get myself here and into the chat. Okay, there I am. All right, so yeah, lots of stuff happening. I mean, it's just like a green light go. Let's move into spring, right? We've got the spring equinox happening. We got Easter coming up. We got all kinds of things in March, right? Is Easter in March? I don't even know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start this reading. So, like I said, we're going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle, and we're going to look and see what the energies are moving into this weekend for all of us and see what the Wisdom of the Oracle has to say. I mean, there could be some kind of energy that comes up, you know, in regards and around this full moon. So we're going to take a look at that. I'm just going to burn a little cedar. Smudge off the cards. All right, you guys. Ooh, what's this? We have the card of Imagine flying out. So I think we're in a time where we have to imagine what we want in our lives. You know, this is a good time to make dreams come true. I keep saying that. You know, this is a time when the energies are really supportive to what it is we need to do. You know, every morning I do this tarot today. And I have a whole process that I do before I actually read the cards in the morning. And today the message came up. It was really interesting because one of the cards that came out was the Emperor to the Ten of Swords to the Knight of Wands. And I thought, wow, you know, I mean, we can be whatever we want to do. We just have to put aside and end all of this energy that we put that's mental in our heads, keeping us from, you know, real true freedom and success. So I feel like, you know, that's the times we're in right now. You know, things are happening. And either we get on the train and move along with it or we're going to be left behind, right? All right, let's turn to our, let's see, we're going to start with our Aries. We're going to move through the whole zodiac. So let's see what's coming on and happening for all of our Aries. Moving into the weekend, grateful, thankful for each and every one of you. If you do like the reading, hit that like button. That really helps me out. All right, Aries, first card out is that not for you. There's something that is going on that you know it's not for you, but you continue to go after it. And here we have all that glitters is not really gold. That's what I always see with this. You know, we start and we go after something that we think is going to be like the big diamond, and then it turns out to like not be what we thought it was. But I think you're in a situation that you're hanging on to something that, you know, it's time for you to really kind of take off the rose-colored glasses and see what it really is. So let's see, what else do we have? You're at a point at a fork in the road. So I think it wouldn't surprise me because of the energies that we have of a full moon. And the full moon is always like a flashlight. It holds this light over the issues that we need to kind of address in order to move along our way, you know, for our life's purpose. And I see that, you know, you're at this point, you're at a crossroads. And you know you're at the crossroads, right, Aries? Right? You know you're right. You know it's only holding you back, all right? So, Aries, yeah. I'll take a look at that this weekend. All right, let's see. Moving on. Let's see. Aries, Taurus. What's going on for all my Taurus? Nice to have you here. Welcome, welcome. I hope you get a good message out of this. All right, Taurus. What's going on for the current energies? We have a new life. Wow. I'm just feeling like, I mean, you have this whole new life about you. So I think you're really feeling the energies of this full moon, of spring. But we do have the card of Observe coming up reverse. I mean, I think, you know, I want to say all that glitters is not gold, but I want to go back to the energies of, like, with this new life. I mean, there's things you still haven't seen yet. There's things you still haven't discovered. All right. So you're only at the very beginning of a brand new life. You're at the beginning of something that's about to emerge. So let's see what else we have. But whatever it is, you have definitely left from what I feel is an energy that was pretty hard, a little tumultuous, kind of rocky, not knowing what direction to go in, to a place that is really peaceful. All right. So I think there's a lot to discover in this new life of yours. Pretty exciting, because it truly is to me a clean slate, a fresh new beginning, a direction that could just really make you feel so comfortable in your own skin, in your environment, around the people. I mean, just total peace. So that's a wonderful energy going in this weekend. So good for you, Taurus. That's really, really nice. Yeah, see, I think you found your true north. I think it took a while, but I think when you finally found it and you got on that thread, I mean, it was easy sailing once you got there, and now you're there. So now it's like a whole new life about to want to emerge. All right, let's see what's going on. Moving on for all of our Geminis. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What's going on for my Geminis for this coming weekend? Looking at the energies of this weekend. Deep knowing. Okay, you're not paying attention to your intuition here. I think there's something that you know intuitively, but it's like you're avoiding it. No, but boy, that full moon flashlight is sure shining a light on it, isn't it? And it's about breaking an old cycle. And I think it's time, whatever it is, Gemini, it's time to break out of an old cycle and start fresh. It's like, I think that you've been on this hamster wheel, right? And things just keep going and going and going. And the only thing for things to change is to get off of that routine, get off of that wheel, and start walking in another direction. And that's what I'm feeling is going on, And the only one you're fooling is yourself, truth be told, reversed. So you know this. You know this. And here's the other thing. For some of you, you may be dealing with somebody who, has kind of like, this is the same old story over and over and over again. And I think, you just kind of run into this energy, and it's time to really stop it. Put a spoke in somebody's wheel, or maybe somebody needs to put a spoke in your wheel and just kind of knock you in place, so that you really do listen to this inner knowing that you don't want to listen to, because there's something that you are just trying not to admit that you need to kind of put aside. But the bottom of the deck, we do have clean it up. It's just time. All right, Gemini, it's just time. All right, so maybe by this weekend you really set that wheel in motion and really become determined to deal with whatever that is. All right, moving on. We're going to look at all of our Cancers. What's going on with all my Cancers? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Cancer energies for this upcoming weekend. Grateful, thankful to each one of you who show up. Pay attention. All right, Cancer. What's going on? We got the soulmate card reversed. So a little dysfunction going on with you and your person. Flexible. See, I think somebody's been really, really flexible, and the other person's been really super rigid. Because I think one person's doing all the bending and the other person doesn't want to bend at all. So that's what I'm feeling going into this weekend. So it could be challenging, it could be really challenging. Message in a bottle comes in, so I feel like it might be time to address it, in the best way that you can. Because when, there is this real disconnect, I feel like you really got to talk. So I feel like if one person is doing all of the bending, one person is doing all of the household responsibilities, one person is doing all the work, the other person is kicking back, and complaining, that kind of energy. I feel like now it's time to really kind of bring this back into balance. And in order to do that, you really got to communicate, because this just feels like it's just not fair. I got to pull one more card for you. Co-create reversed. Yeah, I mean, you guys, I mean, you're not working well together, you're not talking well together, and like I say, I feel like one person is bending and the other person is not. You know, so I mean, look here, flexible. One person is really bending, the other person is not. You know, so I feel as if that's going to come up this weekend. And it may be time to just kind of sit down and say, look, I got to clear the air. You know, it just feels like everything I do, it's not enough, and there's a lot of complaints on your end. You know, I mean, I think it's just time to clear the air, Cancer, right? All right, let's move on and let's see what's going on for all of my Leos. Grateful, thankful for Leos. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Leo, what's going on in your world, Leo? We got a couple people in the house. Hi there. Nice to have you in here. If you don't mind, hit that like button. It really helps me out. Here, I'll help you out here. Yeah. Let's see if that worked. All right, Leo, what's going on for all of our Leos for this upcoming energy of the weekend? Leo, we got a couple cards coming out. We have the card of being blessed and go the distance. So, you know, I feel as if there is a situation that the blessing is to let it go. You know, if there is a situation that you are involved in, okay, because we see that she is kind of blessed going looking out this way, you know, and going the distance. It's like you give up. It's like, I'm not going to do this anymore. And I think that is your gift, that you surrender, you know, and realize that I just can't continue in this vein anymore. You know, and with that, there is a real blessing for you. Fork in the road reverse. I think you've been wanting to do this for a long time. You know, it's just like you don't want to keep going in this vein. You don't want to keep going in this direction. You want things to stop. And I think the only way it's going to stop is by you realizing that I don't want to do this anymore. So I feel like this weekend you surrender. You surrender and you make that decision that I'm done. You know, I'm not going to keep going if this is how it's going to be. And I think it's time for you to really, you know, make that halt, make that stop, and make that call so that you could actually really go in another direction. So it's a big, important weekend for you, Leo, okay? All right, moving on. Let's see who else is out there. Well, we got a few people hitting that like button. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stick around. I'll pull some cards with the tarot. I got lots of decks out here that we can pull from. Yeah, so I'm happy to stick around and, you know, kind of answer some questions. All right, but let's first get through the zodiac sign. Let's get through, where am I? I am on Virgo. Virgo, what's going on, Virgo? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What's going on, Virgo? Virgo, serendipity. I feel like you got a lot of luck coming around. Yeah, and you know what? I feel like you need it. It's like, phew, finally. So serendipity, you know, and it doesn't surprise me that it comes up during this time of the full moon, because when the full moon is here, of course, you know, our psychic abilities are heightened. You know, it just seems like things are just really kind of clicking, and, you know, the kismet of life type of thing is happening. So I really feel like it's really it was finally time that you had some kind of run of good luck. Now, I do see that some of you Virgos are leaving something. What is it that we are leaving? And I think you didn't even realize that this was going to happen. All right, I don't think you saw it coming. So either somebody leaves you, you leave them, or a situation kind of dissolves. And I mean, honestly, with observer reversed, you did not see this coming, you know, but the fact of the matter is that this coming to an end, and whatever this situation is that moves on, it is the best thing for you. It's just like Leo. It's one of those things. The blessings are coming by a lot of endings happening. And I feel like that's what's going on with you, Virgo, that, you know, the one situation that you really needed to end, I feel like that's what's coming to an end. And it brings a lot of relief, and it's really what you need to happen right now. All right, so that's our Virgos. All right, next up is Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What's going on for all my Libras? Oh, we got 4 people in the house. Hey, Erica. Hey, did that make sense, Erica? You know what it is you have to kind of like end? Libra, 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 Libra. What's going on? There's a lot of endings here. I mean, seriously, the whole thing of, putting our past in the past, and things that aren't good for us, just really putting an end to it. It's important right now, because, it's a good time. The universe says, good, let's end this once and for all. So we have to look at the positive. All right, Libra, we are really thinking. Thinking. I mean, I just get this like, you are really thinking. What are we thinking about? Clean it up, reverse. So you're thinking about something that you need to address. All right. Let's see. Let's get another card out here. Loyal heart, and it has something to do with your person. Okay. There's a situation going on with your person that has got to change. All right. And I think you thinking about all of this is trying to figure out, how can you do this? How can I say what I have to say to the person that I really, am really loyal to, but I have to say something. And I think, it sounds to me like it needs to be like constructive criticism, and maybe it needs to start out that way. It's like, I don't want you to take this the wrong way. It's to kind of help fix this situation. I mean, somehow, some way, there's this real need of, how do I approach them, is what I'm feeling. And look, we got the card of truth be told. Look, you just gotta step it up and spit it out and just kind of tell the truth. So I don't think there's an easy way to say what you have to say to this person. All right. So I mean, you're thinking and thinking. It's one of those things where you probably have been practicing in the mirror of what you're going to say to this person. I mean, we've all done that on the way over to go to work or to run into them. We're like, all right, when I see him, I'm going to say this, and then all of a sudden you see him and things just spit out, right? But it needs to be said. All right, it just needs to be said. All right, moving on to our Scorpios. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What's going on for all of my Scorpios? Grateful, thankful to each one of you. Really appreciate the likes. That really helps me out. Oh, look, we got 5 people in the house. Yay! Hey, listen, you guys, if you stick around and you got a question, put it in the chat, and I'm happy to pull cards, all right? Really, really, I'm happy to pull cards for people. All right, let's see. Scorpio, what's going on in the world of my Scorpio? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, right? A change in the wind that wants to happen. Why are we not moving? So I feel like there's a change that happened, but somebody doesn't want it to happen. Because listen, when that wind blows, it's bigger than you and me. Home reversed, and then we have round and round, and we have the question why reversed. So I feel like there's this big question, like, why did this happen? Why did someone all of a sudden leave? Because somebody broke a cycle. All right, round and round. This is a cycle. This is doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I feel like there was an energy around you that was just really not happy. I mean, your inner self wasn't happy. Your environment wasn't happy. I mean, I just feel like it wasn't a place where you could heal. I mean, you can't heal in an environment that has hurt you. And that whole thing, hurt people. And I feel like there was this big energy around, somebody not being very settled. This is very codependent to me, and this change in the wind. I mean, this change was bound to happen, so now you're questioning why it all happened. Well, I think if you go back and you look at it and you really look at it, objectively, you'll know exactly why things happened. Come to the edge. Somebody lost faith. I feel like somebody really lost faith, and the fact that you're sitting here questioning, why did this all happen? Why did it not work? And I think it's because you got caught up in this spiral, this web that just kind of got you just more and more tangled. So that's what I'm feeling is coming up. Yeah, and they had to leave community. I mean, it's reversed. It's just like somebody had to just really just leave. So I feel like this weekend, there's a lot of reflective kind of thoughts coming up for you, Scorpio, about why happened, why did things happen the way they happened. So I think you're thinking a lot about this ending that just recently you experienced. All right. So that's what I got for you this weekend. So be good to yourself. I mean, breakups are hard. Emotions are real. We're not light switches. All right. It takes time and it comes in waves. And I think you have a wave this weekend. So in this wave, you're going back, going, why? Why did they have to leave? Why did they have to do this? Why did they have to do, why? Well, it's done. So now you've got to like start to pick up yourself, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, do good things for you, that kind of thing. You can do that. You're good at it. And you will move on from this. All right, Sagittarius, what's going on for all my Saggies out there? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, Saggies. What's going on for my Sagittarians for the current energies of this week? Really grateful, thankful. So happy to see you guys in here. Molly. Oh, did it resonate? Good, Molly. All right, let's see what's going on for all of our Sagittarians. All right, the land of milk and honey. You're not feeling it. You're not feeling it. I think that was the title of my reading for you today. You look, and we got breathing over. Are you overwhelmed? I mean, I'm overwhelmed. I'm confused. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing, and now I'm not doing it. I just feel like you're so overwhelmed. There's all these things that you have to finish up. And all of a sudden you have a lot to do. So just breathe, because I feel like it has a lot to do with work. Now there's a lot of work to do. Now there's a lot you gotta, look at. There's a lot you have to address. Everything is gonna get done, all right? The 10, it's the end. You're almost there, all right? So just breathe, all right? Because I'm feeling with this card coming up reversed, this is you feeling very overwhelmed, anxious, just not knowing how you're going to get everything done, maybe even losing some sleep, so just relax, all right? Everything will get done. It really will. We do have the card Orphaned coming up here reversed. See, the reason why you're feeling overwhelmed is you're feeling you have to do everything yourself. You do not have to do everything yourself, all right? You don't have to do everything yourself. And if you can't do it and you need help, don't go ahead and do it. Wait until you have help. All right, Sag? So it's about pacing yourself. Everything is going to get done. And this is like my big line in life is that it all works out in the end. This will work out in the end, all right? So breathe. I'm feeling like there's a lot of, Sagittarians that are going to be working overtime, bringing work home from work, just really kind of, there's just so much to do. But pace yourself. If you pace yourself, slow and steady goes the ship, you'll get it all done. I do. I really feel like you're going to get it all done, and it's all going to be good. All right, moving on to our Capricorn. Capricorn. What's going on for my Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, Capricorn. What's going on? You too are needing to clean something up. I think a lot of the signs are in a place where, spring cleaning is happening. You're starting to unclutter corners that just kind of over the last few months, everything landed there. I call them the landing zones. I have a whole room that has a bed that's a landing zone. I just feel like a lot of Capricorns are like wanting to clean up these areas and just kind of deal with it. And it always feels good to do some spring cleaning. So yeah, I'm feeling like that's your energy, Capricorn. All right, so there's something that you need to look at with a little bit more positivity. All right, Capricorn, because that's what I'm feeling with these two cards. You have Come to the Edge reversed. All right, so this is something that you're like giving up. Like, I don't know if I can really kind of hang in there anymore. But I'm feeling like you do. There's, you're not looking at whatever the situation is, Capricorn, for what it really is. Maybe you wish you were farther down the road. Maybe you wish you had more money. Maybe you wish you had this, but the point that these two cards are saying is that you're on your way. All right, Capricorn, you are on your way. So this weekend, if you kind of step back and you think, oh my gosh, it's just like I should be farther down the road than I am. you know, just know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and you're not going to go any faster than you're going to go. All right. So you are where you're supposed to be. All right. So start looking at things for how far you've come, how far you've accomplished, that you're almost there, and start to turn it around so that you can see the end. All right. Because I think that will help you kind of hang in there and really kind of move on. All right. Let's move on to our Aquarian. Aquarians. Grateful, thankful to all of our Aquarians out there. Let's see what the messages of the Oracle have to say for our Aquarians. There's some truth be told, coming up. You may learn of a truth, because we do have this Observer card. Boy, this has come out for everyone. So I think we're starting to like see things a little differently. I mean, overall as a collective energy. But let's see what's going on for our Aquarians moving forward. All right, so I feel like you're going to remove yourself from some real chaos, all right, this weekend. Here we have these cards. We have no place like home. It's reversed. And then we have chaos and conflict, and it's reversed. And then we have never-ending story, and it's reversed. These three cards tell me I'm out of here. I'm not going to put up with this. So if there's like this disgruntled energy around wherever you are, whether that's in the home or you're working, I mean, whatever it is, I just feel you like saying, look, I'm out. This is not what I want. This is not my energy. You know, I don't want to be in the middle of all of this mess. So I see you kind of stepping back, Aquarius, and not getting involved. You know, it's just like, I think, you know, it's just like, this is not your battle, so you're not going to fight it. Really, that's what I'm kind of getting. A higher power. And I think you have this inner knowing. It's just like, you know, I'm not going to get in the middle of this, because this is just going to turn around, and it could, I mean, your intuition is just screaming at you to like, don't get involved. All right. This is something that it's really time to step back. And then for some of you Aquarians, I'm also feeling that, you know, if you are feeling a little unsettled and emotional, try to, you know, really step back, because again, we are in the energy of a full moon. All right, so for the next couple weeks, we're going to feel this flashlight kind of lighten up an area of our life that we need to address. So if we are not feeling good about ourselves, our environment, it's going to be shown to you. It's time to look at that. If we're not happy and we're always feeling like, you know, life is just so messed up and it's really crazy and I don't know how to fix it, you know, this is where it's going to show you how to step back and get out of that. You know, I always say, get in a hot air balloon and get up in it, you know, and then look down and you can see things from a new perspective. To me, that's what this chaos and conflict card is. It's like stepping back and kind of looking at what is causing all of this dissension that you have inside of you. And the fact that the never-ending story is reversed. I mean, this is an opportunity for you to make some changes, inner changes, so that your inner life is more in tune to your outer life. All right, Aquarius, so that's what I got for you. Pretty philosophical there. All right, let's see what's going on. Last but not least, our Pisces. Pisces, what's going on for all my Pisces? Grateful, thankful to each and every one of you for sticking around. You made it this far. Really appreciate you all. Hit that like button if you don't mind. That really helps me out, because YouTube and the algorithms, if you don't hit the like button, YouTube just doesn't like you. You know, so you gotta get everybody to hit that like button. So hit that button. Really appreciate that. All right, so thanks. Let's look at the energies for our Pisces this weekend. So Pisces, we have this real unsettled energy here. We have co-create reversed with peace reversed. So somebody's not happy. This could be somebody you live with, somebody you work with, somebody you do something with. You know, there's this energy of total unhappiness. And I think it's because one person wants to do things their way. All right, and there's no compromise. That's what I'm feeling. Because by the book, it's like we kind of like work things out. There's structure. There's a pace. There's, design. But when it's by the book reverse, it's like I don't want to follow the rules. I don't want to do things this way. I want to do things my way. So I'm feeling this energy of somebody really kind of being defiant for this coming weekend. Come to the edge. Yeah, it's like you're pushing it. All right. So I'm going to just say this to you, Pisces. All right. If you are in a situation and you want to have that last word, that one last word, just be careful that you're not pushing it. All right. Because sometimes you can just go one step too far. And then once you get that far, you can't come back. All right. So just be aware of that energy. Because I do feel like you could set yourself up to where that could happen. And then what are you going to do? Right? Then what are you going to do? All right, you guys. That's just for the energies coming into this weekend. It's just a short little read. So take what works, leave what doesn't. It's not forever. Like I said, it's just for the next few days into the weekend. So it's just a little bit of, insight into what could be coming your way. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I really appreciate you popping into my live, staying tuned into my videos, and really kind of watching my tarots today. Really has been really great and encouraging to have everybody support me that way. So I appreciate y'all, and if nobody's got anything, I'll go on. Whoops, wait a minute. Love the philosophical Aquarius reading. All right, Molly, that's good. Listen, we just got to move along, and try to go through the lessons. We're here to learn our lessons, and sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're hard. Sometimes life is good, sometimes it's not. This is the journey of the Fool in the Tarot. So until the next time, you guys, be well, and I'll see y'all later. All right, bye now.